ドジャースの大谷翔平選手がいきなり試合の主導権を握りました。日本時間27日、敵地で行われたガーディアンズ戦に1番指名打者で先発出場し、初回に19号となる先頭打者本塁打を放ちました。初球を完璧に捉えたこの一発に、敵地中継の実況陣も言葉を失う展開となりました。大谷は初球の内角フォーシームを捉え、打球はライトポール際へ一直線。打球速度は115マイル、約 185.1 キロ。飛距離378フィート、約 115.2 メートル。打球角度は28度という完璧な一打でした。これで2試合連続の先頭打者本塁打となり、本塁打数で並んでいたフィリーズのカイル・シュワーバー選手、ヤンキースのアーロン・ジャッジ選手を抜いて、メジャー単独トップに立ちました。敵地の地元放送局、ガーディアンズ TV で実況を務めるマット・ワンダーウッド氏は、この特大弾に、
打った瞬間、See you later という感じでした。
とコメント。その後、実況席は約8秒間沈黙し、大谷の打力に圧倒された様子をあらわにしていました。この模様は日本語字幕付きでお届けします。
And we saved the best news for last. Shohei Ohtani threw to live hitters yesterday at Citi Field in New York, threw 22 pitches over 5 at-bats, drew quite the crowd of onlookers. The expectation is for Ohtani to join the Dodgers rotation sometime after the All-Star break. D-Train, it feels like facing live hitters is really a huge step for Shohei Ohtani in his progression coming off the elbow surgery a couple of years ago. For him to touch 97 as well, really good signs for Shohei right now.
Well, the one thing of the development, they slow played the development. They did not rush him. Obviously, they know how valuable he is offensively in that lineup, and this is his second Tommy John, so I thought they did a great job of just slow playing it and getting him ready, and really just getting him not only comfortable with the arm strength, but comfortable with the mechanics as well. And as you can see with this highlight, man, that ball was moving like that. You got to check that baseball. But the one thing that I took from this, mound presence, the other thing was the stuff was moving all over the strike zone. I love watching it. And then the third thing was he looked like he was having fun out there on the mound. That's just something that he loves to be, and we know he's an ultimate competitor offensively. But man, he is a weapon with stuff like that. Nobody wants to see him, and he drew a crowd of his own teammates and peers around there, and they started to have joy. And so seeing him command the baseball, seeing him have that slider and that nasty split, I think he's trending to the right direction, man. So super happy for him.
And G-Chain knows this. Anytime you see a pitcher throwing live to hitters, you're completely healthy. You are really kind of starting to get built up and be ready to make a start, hopefully in the near future. But to get to see Shohei Ohtani facing his own teammates, we forget he is an ace. He's not a great pitcher. He is an ace. I know Yamamoto right now is our ace, but once Shohei Ohtani gets in the mix and he's in the rotation, he is as good as it gets on the mound. Should be fun.
Yeah, and Dodger fans probably feel like it's not even real because we haven't seen him pitch yet. He's been so good as a hitter in a Dodger uniform, putting up MVP numbers.
Yeah, you know, all the injuries now it heightens it seeing him back on the mound, that he's a true weapon. It's that you get him back and then you get some of the guys like Tyler Glasnow and Blake Snell back in the rotation, it's going to be scary hours in that rotation once again.
Ohtani climbs in. Williams has one that he likes, and off we go with Ohtani blasting a ball way gone. One pitch, one swing, one run.
He is a rare player. And he is not afraid to just, I haven't ever seen you, but I see the ball very well through those shadows with that swing. Put the Dodgers on top 1-0. What a player.
6:10 start time and a 1-0 lead at 6:10:02. Ball one on Mookie Betts, his 5th leadoff home run of the season. 2nd game in a row that he's done that. Now 19 overall to lead the majors. He is on his own level.
And with that, we are ready to go. A packed house, sold out for the 3rd time this year. Shohei Ohtani digs in. Wide stance, left-handed hitter with plenty of power. Tied for the National League lead in homers with 18. Smokes the first pitch. It's deep, and it is gone. Home run number 19 for Ohtani.
He led off with a home run in last night's ball game. And he's coming right back. This is the third time that Williams has given up a first pitch home run this year. That is unbelievable. And there's a fastball. It's going to be down and in. And it's see you later. That's in off the plate. And boy, you hit and one run. Number 19 for Ohtani.
Now Freddie Freeman.
This guy is just born to hit, isn't he? Leading the National League in hitting. Apparently only judge in baseball. Boy, he doesn't stop.
No, it's amazing, Art. So we barely talk about him anymore because of the two guys that hit before him. And this guy's who helped win the World Series for him.
Yeah, no doubt.
So the right-hander into the wind. His first pitch is swung out and hammered deep to right field. It is gone. A home run for Ohtani. Well, before you even had a chance to buckle your seatbelt, Ohtani makes it 1-0 with his major league leading 19th home run. The very first pitch of the game is hit into the right field stands. He is putting on a show early.
Well, he's improving. Last night in New York, it took him 2 pitches in the first inning to hit the home run. Well, he leaves the ballpark, and for Daniels Jewelers, proud sponsor the trip around the diamond, and your family jewelers is 1948. So visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
It's his 5th leadoff home run this season. It is his 17th career leadoff homer. 52nd all-time.
Shohei Ohtani to lead off against Gavin Williams. Williams 6'6", 250, 25 years of age. Williams has the sign into the wind, and tonight's first pitch swung on, whacked to right, 1-0 Dodgers. Deep into the lower deck, Shohei Ohtani. And we have seen this time and time again. Teams are just jumping on the first pitch of the game. This time a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, and that ball left the yard in the blink of an eye. And Shohei Ohtani has his 19th home run on the first pitch of the game. He's leading the National League in home runs, and that didn't take long. 1-0 LA, and we're underway at the corner of Carnegie and Ontario with a game-time temperature of 63 degrees. 5th leadoff homer of the season for Shohei Ohtani, and he's done it 17 times in his career. Well, we saw plenty of Shohei Ohtani in the past with the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. So what we saw him do tonight, nothing new.
Shohei Ohtani, guy that turns even the fellow superstars in the room and opposing managers into baseball fans, like baseball kids, when he comes into town. Ball one from Williams. You saw Carlos Mendoza out on the field watching his live BP. He said, I've never done that with any other opposing pitcher, but this is Shohei Ohtani. And then he had Stephen Vogt talking the same way today. He said, hey, I love baseball. A guy like this comes in, I get excited to watch him play. And he said that this is the best case for expanded interleague play. So every town can see a guy like Ohtani at least every other year.
And he might end up being the one that is the guy you want to come see the longest, as far as over a course of a whole career. You know, Darryl Strawberry had his time, Mark McGwire had his time, Barry Bonds had his time. And Shohei might be the guy that everybody wants to come out and see, take BP. Everybody wants to see play. Everybody wants to come watch him pitch, which could be soon. And he might do it the longest.
30 years old in his 8th year in the major leagues. Fourth count full here. The LA Tourism Board released a stat recently that 80 to 90% of visitors that come from Japan to LA come to see a Dodger game. This poll is, I mean, it's beyond baseball. Let's check in with Kirsten.
Yeah, Joe, well, earlier you were hitting on just how moving forward he is going to be taking part in live BPs once a week. And he said that this is something that he's done before coming off of Tommy John surgery, considering this was a revision that he had in fall of 2023. So he feels really comfortable that he's not going to have to go on a rehab assignment. He's going to be good whether he's going to be facing some of his teammates, his big league hitters, if it's going to be at home at Dodger Stadium, bringing in some minor league hitters. But he said as long as the intensity of the live BPs, as long as he's getting his pitch count up, he feels like he'll be in a really good spot moving forward, and of course being available every day as the DH, guys.
Late afternoon baseball, Jerry, first pitch of the game, Gavin Williams facing Shohei Ohtani, ambush.
That's called shot by the D train, first pitch swing, and that's what you do. You're hunting that first pitch fastball, you turn it around, and Show knows with the shadows, probably the best pitch I'm going to see is a fastball first pitch. He did not miss it.
Carl's Jr. moment of the game, D-Train, it's your called shot, and took care of it on the first pitch of the game. Shohei, a Major League leading 19th home run.
He didn't even let me get my popcorn ready for the ball game before he got his foot down. But I love this, hunting the fastball early, and he did not miss it and really set the tone for the ball game and for the offense as well.
Dodgers win at 7-2. Jerry, you get to do the breakdown. It's a quick breakdown because there was only one pitch.
I love these type of breaks on John. Listen, he is the big show for a reason. We're going to access 360 and break down D-Train's called shot. D-Train had some thump back in the day. Pitcher, D-Train with the home run as well. So can Shohei. First pitch and a half, does not miss it. He got his foot down early. That bat head was flying through the zone. He knew right away it was a bomb. One more look at it. Head down on contact, the exit velo, 115 miles an hour. I had the launch angle at 11 degrees. Line drive home run. Look at the hang time. 4.2 seconds. Doing a nice little ode to his dog there. But once again, when you're a starting pitcher, you're trying to get strike one to start the game. You know Shohei Ohtani's got tremendous power. You're hoping he doesn't ambush you on the first pitch. He hoped wrong. Big fly.
But as a pitcher, D-Train, you know Shohei is that guy. He loves to swing and holler at that first pitch if it's a strike in a game.
Well, you're trying to establish yourself, though, and that's just the bottom line, regardless of who's in the box. The problem is he missed poorly, and especially for a lefty, it doesn't matter if it's Shohei Ohtani, but if it's a power guy, they like that ball down and in, and it was right in the nitro zone. Credit to Shohei Ohtani. He's like, I'm not going to allow Williams to get to that secondary pitch. I'm going to hunt the fastball. He did not miss it, and to be honest with you, after that home run, that plate to Williams got very small, and that's why he was walking guys. He didn't want to hear that loud contact. Ha! He didn't want to feel that. He didn't want to feel that again. So I've been there, so I understand.
You talk about hitters going up there, hey, I'm going to holler at that first pitch, whether it's homer or it's a double. You want to scare that starting pitcher out of the zone. Sometimes that works, and like D-Train said, that might have happened today.
Yeah, maybe that's why Gavin Williams walked a career-high 6 batters in this game because of what Shohei did.